Welcome to our channel. I'm Julia.
And my name is Julian.
And today is our first time doing one of these kinds of videos, and it was actually really fun to film, and so it's really exciting for us. Basically, we're going to be doing insert store name here, thrift store challenge, which is something that we've been kind of seeing going around YouTube, where people choose a brand and try and replicate those looks with thrift store items. So we thought we'd kind of bump it up to the next level and choose a luxury designer brand, which is
Balenciaga. So we chose Balenciaga just because they're definitely one of the bigger names in the fashion industry at the moment, and their normcore aesthetic is definitely something we thought we could replicate just like at your Value Village or in your parents' closet. So we chose a bunch of these looks and items from the Balenciaga website mainly, as well as the Essence website, which does have a pretty extensive collection of Balenciaga items. So here are some of the pieces and looks we chose. And now follow us to the thrift store so you can see our little journey.
So far I found these shoes. I feel like they could be kind of the look. I saw that there are a lot of like pointy colored heels and strappy heels, and these aren't necessarily like pointy or strappy, but I think the color goes well with the color palette, and it's like a similar shape still. So now I'm in the men's dress shirt section, looking for either something with stripes that's kind of like a pinky purpley color, or something that's plaid. So far I've got this, I think that would work well. And I think I'm gonna look for like a big plaid. There's a lot of these like smaller check plaids that aren't totally the look I might have to resort to if I can't find anything else, but right now we're looking for something more like this, like a bigger plaid like that. Having a little bit of trouble finding some plaid pants, which is part of the look, so I'm hoping to find just like some sort of pencil skirt, which shouldn't be that hard right now. And then also I needed like a leopard print top for one of my looks, and I actually found this one, which isn't totally the exact cut of the top, but it's actually a Kugel's top, so I'm gonna give that a try, but I'm still gonna look for like a better cut leopard top. You guys, so I found these two amazing green dresses. I had picked out a look that I didn't think I was gonna maybe be able to do, but I don't know, I might be able to with these now.
Finally found what I needed.
Did you?
The zip off.
Nice.
Zip off trousers. I'll have to hem them a little.
Okay, so although I think that this one is the better length, the one I have on, the color is way more on point. And since it's just too long, I can always just like cut it and like cut off this collar here. So this is actually like a perfect match color-wise.
So for the first look, which I'll show here, they had a plaid shirt, which is obviously, there's a million at the thrift store, so I just got this huge oversized men's plaid shirt, blue from Old Navy. It was $8.99, size extra, extra large. And then I actually found pretty much a skirt that looked exactly like the one that's on the model on the runway, which is this houndstooth print pencil skirt. So I was pretty excited that I found one. It was a little bit oversized, but it actually gave me room to tuck that shirt in, which is really nice. And this was $7.99 for basically half of the looks. I completed it off with these red kitten heels.
So for my first look, I got this here extra extra large Paul & Shark polo for $4.49, and honestly I don't think it'll fit on the camera. It's like for someone who's like maybe 7 feet tall, I don't know, it's huge. It looks exactly like the Balenciaga, I believe, Speed Hunter it says on the front polo, with just like a white stripe across, really dropped shoulders. And I paired it with another pair of pants that I saw also on the Balenciaga website. They were like a zip-off cargo pant, so I found a khaki colored, pretty much identical to the color of the ones on the Balenciaga website. Paired it with a pair of Docs, which weren't thrifted, but they pretty much like fulfill the look. I know they use a lot of like dress boots and chunkier soled shoes in their lookbook, so I paired it off there.
This next shirt actually really exciting because I think I'm just going to keep it and wear. I've actually been looking for a leopard print shirt, but here it is from the brand Bayou Wear. And it was $7.99 in a size small. And this actually became pretty multifunctional because I was able to use it for 2 looks, this one and this one. So for that plainer one with the jeans, I actually had jeans that looked exactly like that, which I had thrifted earlier, so it was the perfect look. I didn't think I was gonna find something that really matched that because it's pretty outrageous, but I found a dress that was pretty much identical in color. So it's just this long, kind of something you would find in your grandmother's closet, mint green dress with these really cool sleeves. Not that any of it shows, but it's actually a pretty interesting dress. And it was a lot longer, kind of hit your ankles. And what I did was just kind of cut it along the hem there asymmetrically so that it falls kind of like a waterfall flowing hem or whatever. And because of the material, it's nice, it doesn't fray. And so I had it almost hit exactly like how that Balenciaga one looks, just without the lace, but it was fine, the color matched exactly. And so layering those on top of each other, all I needed was a big baggy sweater, which was actually more difficult to find than I thought it would be. Usually I feel like there's a million grandpa sweaters at the thrift store. I had a bit of trouble, but I did end up finding this American Eagle just knit, oversized. It's a size women's large, and it was $8.99. So, you know, a lot of the stuff wasn't the cheapest, but we also just kind of went on a random day. You can definitely go on like 50% off days. I know Goodwill usually has cheaper prices, but I just needed an oversized sweater.
My second look, I used, and then Julia also used this here Calvin Klein dress shirt. Definitely a good old Sears, rest in peace Sears piece that you could find in one of those crispy plastic packages. It's a size extra large for $12.99, I guess because of the name brand, Calvin Klein. Ralph Simmons as well. And yeah, just like a cotton shirt. I used it for a look, but I actually already had a short sleeve denim shirt in my closet, as well as a pair of blue like dad jeans. And I wore this under, obviously, as you can see in the look here. And yeah, it pretty much was an exact replica of the Balenciaga actually Fall Winter 18 catalog, and I paired them with my Andy Millimeter combat boots just because they used like some very chunky Doc Martens, green ones that I did not have.
And the jeans that you had were thrifted anyway, so basically the main components of the look were thrifted, and you can easily find a denim button-up short sleeve shirt, I feel
Or
like.
just cut one.
And boots, like, again, a million of those at the thrift store all the time. Going back to this shirt, I actually, again, it was very multifunctional. Used this for my look as well. I just needed a pinstripe button up, and this color kind of replicated it exactly. It kind of reminds me of like an ice cream shop or something. And so I kind of buttoned this up, and I needed a yellow cardigan, which was actually also, again, something that I thought would be really easy to find, but it was kind of difficult. So I just kind of settled on this $3.99, really worn, Old Navy small knit sweater, which was kind of the best match in color. Could have been a bit bigger, but you know, for what I was trying to achieve, it did the job, so I tied that around the shirt. And then to complete the look, I couldn't find green plaid pants, but I thought this pretty much did the job. I just really wanted that plaid pattern. So these plaid dress pants, and these are from Body by Victoria. Don't really know.
Never heard of it.
Nope. And this is $9.99 in a size 0. And the other pair of shoes that I wore were actually my mom's old shoes that she never really wore, and I was actually able to utilize those for a lot of the looks. And same with the earrings. We also like to be cost efficient. We didn't want to go spending extra on like costume jewelry that I might not wear again. And a lot of stuff I already kind of had, but you can easily find costume jewelry at the thrift store. We were looking, there are big chunky earrings that you could have gotten, but I already had a pair of actually Balenciaga earrings, so I thought it'd be very fitting with the look. And then another pair of like jewel earrings that I've always had.
So there you you have it, guys. That was our Balenciaga thrift haul challenge. Definitely a very fun experience doing it with Julia. I think that it was really cool and exciting going to the thrift store with a purpose, looking for specific things. So I think a lot of the times you do go on a whim and just like hope to get lucky. So I definitely think it's something we will try to do more of in the future.
And I actually thought we did a pretty good job of replicating the looks. To be honest, I thought it would be pretty difficult, but
Definitely.
with what we had, I think we made do really well. We're probably going to try and do more of these in the future. So if you like this one, please let us know. Comment, subscribe, like the video. There's more to come.
We will definitely be posting more of the looks, links in the description below. So if you want to actually see the essence and crazy Balenciaga prices in comparison to our prices, you can definitely check them out in the links in the description below.
See you guys in the next one.